I know some people say that some stocks are expensive, and I'll show you an example. Just look at Tesla. So Tesla today is trading around $1,500 to $1,600 per share. And so instead of saying that stocks are expensive or cheap, what I really want to say is that stocks are just priced high or stocks are priced low. Um, the stock price isn't expensive because obviously there is somebody willing to purchase that stock. And my hope and prayer for everyone watching this video is that we'll all have resources enough to purchase stock and to never be able to say that a stock is too expensive. Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day in Craw Park. Let's jump right on in. Today's video is going to be about my two trades today, one winner and one loser. And then we're also going to discuss the earnings calendar and what we have on deck for the rest of the week. All right, let's get into today's trades. So as you can see here, I took two short trades today, one winner, one loser. As I was going through and reviewing my trades today, I actually, even though the second trade was a loser, I'm actually generally happy with the trade just because I follow my rules. Even though it went against me, I got out for a small loss. However, I managed my risk well. And that's something that, good traders, they do well, right? They are managing their risk. They're getting out if things go against them quickly. They're not letting their losers run against them for too long, but they also let their winners run. So for me, even though, like I said, it wasn't a winning trade, the second trade, I followed my plan, and that was really the most important thing. So let's get into why I traded United Airlines today. So I like United Airlines today for a variety of reasons. Number one, I can short this stock, meaning that if the stock goes down, I can also profit from it. I like the price action of the stock. I get a lot of good volume out of it. And also, too, the price. So I can take a significant amount of shares at a price of $35, $36, $37. Okay. Also, too, before I continue, I want to mention something that my wife and I and a few others were discussing this weekend, or this past weekend. So I know some people say that some stocks are expensive, and I'll show you an example. Just look at Tesla. So Tesla today is trading around $1,500 to $1,600 per share. And so instead of saying that stocks are expensive or cheap, what I really want to say is that stocks are just priced high or stocks are priced low. The stock price isn't expensive because obviously there is somebody willing to purchase that stock. And my hope and prayer for everyone watching this video is that we'll all have resources enough to purchase stock and to never be able to say that a stock is too expensive. All right, let's get back to United Airlines. Okay, so I took off all the lines off the chart just to make it easier to read. So these three lines here are price levels that I thought were key areas that were in my trading. So before the market opened, I was looking at the pre-market to figure out what key levels could be in play for today. So as you can see, this top line here, this top line indicates the top of the maximum range of the pre-market. So as you can see, at a price of, let's say, $34.66, that's where the pre-market is a max. The pre-market min down here at $33.22. And then what I wanted to do was kind of mark off an area that I thought was somewhat in between. So if you see right here, this kind of double bottom here and here, I thought might have been an area in play as well. All right, and this is also the recent pivot point going right into the open. So if you go back to my orders, my first order was actually within the first minute, although it was towards the end of the first minute. And so I usually try to not sell or buy in the first opening minute, but I saw today weakness, and so I decided to take advantage of that. So as you can see, my first entry was at 9:30 and 52 seconds, and my exit was at 9:31 and 22 seconds. So if we go back to the chart, we see that in the first minute, there is extreme weakness. So the stock is crashing down. So around here, around let's say 33.95, got in. We had a nice flush. So the next candle, I close out my position, take my win, which honestly, let's go back and see. Let's say, so I sold at 33.81 and I bought back at 33.54. So almost a 30-cent winner there. And just for clarification, when you go short, when you want the stock to go down, you actually do it in reverse. So normally you would buy and then sell, but when you go short, you sell and then buy back. All right, so almost a 30-cent winner there. And then the next minute at 9:32, I got back in, but then I got back out at 9:33, and this is why. So at 9:32, we see that the stock did crash down, and also too, let me back up. I took profit early because the last time I was trading a stock during the open, I believe it was on NIO, had some profit early, had actually nice profit, but I was holding it thinking that it was going to keep running further. And even though it was coming into resistance, I thought we were going to push past that level. You may remember this from a previous video. I held it, and because in the stock market and in trading, money is not in your hand until you close the trade. So if you open a trade and you make money, and then before you close the trade, it goes back to zero or it goes against you, that means you've lost or not made any money in that trade. And so what happened in the last time I traded during the open is that took a position, stock went in my favor, I was up pretty considerably, decided to hold and not take money off the table. The stock came back. I thought it was going to be a pullback. That was not a pullback. It actually went against me. Closed the trade with zero profit. As you can tell, I was not very happy. And so, honestly, a key to life is not, or at least trying to not make the same mistake twice. And so I made sure today that I take my profit early and did not wait. And I'm glad I did because, as you can see, normally I would wait until my exit signal to get out. But I decided to go and take my profit early and just get out of the trade. So, locked up my first trade. My second trade, the stock did go in my favor for a second. And then as you can see, we have a reversal here. And so, essentially, I was willing to risk half my previous profit that I gained on my first trade. It got to that level. I went ahead and got out. Did not let it run against me. And really follow my trading plan. And that's really what's most important. And really one of the most hardest things to master is the trading psychology. When you have money on the line and you can actually see it fluctuating in real time. So that was my trade today on my two trades on United. Now, I was going to get into more of United and how I traded today, but I really want to get into the earnings calendar because these are going to give you great plays throughout the week. So today was a kind of a heavy day as well. So we got Goldman Sachs, an investment bank. We got United Health, U.S. Bancorp, PNC, Progressive. So, and also Sleep Number, right? So a lot of well-known names in the industry coming out with earnings today. Now looking ahead tomorrow, we have another just great selection of earnings coming from well-known companies. So we have Netflix, Bank of America, Johnson & Johnson, Abbott Labs, Morgan Stanley, Domino's Pizza, Charles Schwab, and so many others. So honestly, you really can't trade all of those. Some people do. Some people are able to trade multiple names at the same time. I cannot. So my suggestion is that going into the open tomorrow, pick one or two names that you're familiar with, that you're comfortable with. Look at the price action, mark off your pre-market levels, and then enjoy the ride. So thank you all so much for watching. I sincerely appreciate it. If you're listening to the podcast or watching on YouTube, please subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you in the next video.